One sunny afternoon, a weary cap seller named Ramesh was making his way through a dense forest. He carried a large basket on his head, filled with colorful caps of all shapes and sizes, red, blue, green, and yellow, which he planned to sell at the bustling market in the next village. The journey was long, and the scorching sun made him tired. Spotting a large banyan tree with wide-spreading branches, Ramesh decided to rest for a while. He set his basket down beside him, leaned against the sturdy trunk, and soon drifted into a peaceful nap. Unbeknownst to Ramesh, a troop of playful monkeys had been watching him from the treetops. Curious about the strange man and his basket, they quietly crept down while he slept. One bold monkey peeked inside and, seeing the bright caps, let out an excited chatter. In no time, the monkeys snatched every single cap from the basket. Each monkey placed one on its head, mimicking how Ramesh had carried them. Some wore the caps sideways, others backwards, giggling and swinging from branch to branch in delight. When Ramesh finally woke up, he stretched and reached for his basket, only to find it empty. His heart pounded as he looked around frantically. Then, hearing mischievous giggles above, he glanced up, and gasped. Dozens of monkeys were perched on the branches, wearing his precious caps. "Hey! Those are mine!" Ramesh shouted, waving his arms. "Give them back!" But the monkeys only stared at him, tilting their heads in amusement. Failed attempts to retrieve the caps. Growing desperate, Ramesh tried different ways to get his caps back. He shook his fists at them, but the monkeys shook their fists back. He jumped up and down, and they copied him, bouncing on the branches. He threw a stick at them, but they simply grabbed nearby twigs and threw them back. Exhausted and frustrated, Ramesh sat down, holding his head in his hands. What am I going to do? If I don't get those caps back, I'll have nothing to sell. Then, an idea struck him. He remembered how the monkeys had copied his every move. What if? Slowly, he stood up, took off his own cap, and deliberately threw it on the ground. As expected, the monkeys imitated him. They all removed their caps and tossed them down. Ramesh grinned in triumph and quickly gathered all the caps, stuffing them back into his basket. The monkeys screeched in confusion, but it was too late. The lesson learned. As Ramesh continued his journey, he chuckled to himself. Force didn't work, but a little clever thinking did. From that day on, whenever he faced a problem, he remembered the monkeys and took a moment to think before acting. Moral of the story: wisdom and patience can solve problems that anger and haste cannot.